I grew up playing soccer. When I was little, I played it with my dad and my grandpop, Ernesto. I taught my little sister, Ernesto, to play as soon as she could walk. It was my favorite sport. I had played in our mini-league teams when I was growing up. It was kind of my thing. Yes, I had many things, but as far as sports, it was my jam. I could dribble going forward, backward, and side to side. I even collected soccer balls. At one point, I thought about going pro. Who knows? It could happen. I knew that I had the right stuff. So when I was a freshman in high school, I decided to try out for the team. I knew I was a shoo-in. I figured they would make me captain with my skills. I was so good, they would ask me to coach. I could see it. I mean, who else on our team had spent their entire life playing soccer? And my dad was from Costa Rica, and that was their national sport. I had a legacy of soccer. I would be the coach's favorite player. They would be getting a rock star on their team. Yeah! But it turned out a little different than that. I tried out, and of course, I made the team. That part was easy. I was happy to be on the team. My friends, Chuck and Manu, made the team also. My friend Todd did not make the team, but that was all right because he only tried out because we did. Todd was more of a baseball guy. I liked baseball, but loved soccer. So Chuck, Manu, and I were the three amigos on the team. Manu had been playing most of his life. His parents were from an island, and soccer was their game, just like it was in Costa Rica. Chuck was pretty good, too. As we worked out and trained and practiced together, I could feel myself getting stronger. I was confident that the coach would notice and make me the captain. With my increased strength and speed, I would be unstoppable on the field. I was the best on the team, after all. Except maybe Manu. We were so good that we would be asked to start and the game would be over in a matter of seconds because we were so awesome. Yes, it turned out a little different than that. When our first game came up, our coach announced the starting roster. I waited to hear my name called, but it was not called. What? Neither was Manu or Chuck. We were the triumvirate of awesome. How could they not start with us? The coach stated that we, as well as the other names who were not starters, would jump in when called. He had picked older students who had already been on the team. That was upsetting. We were supposed to start. We were the best three players. So how? Maybe this coach wasn't thinking. Perhaps he was going to put us in at the last minute to throw the other team off balance. Yeah, that must be it. Watching the game, I saw my team members playing together. And we weren't doing well. I couldn't believe it. Why hadn't the coach started with my friends and me? I knew if our team got too far behind, we most likely will not be able to make it back. I was starting to get frustrated and anxious. I wanted my parents to see the awesome win that our team made because of me. I wanted them to imagine the trophies that were going to be awarded to me as an MVP. How would that happen if we lost every game the way we were losing this one? And how would I get an MVP trophy if I never played? And finally, the coach called on me. Yes, I could finally show him what I could do. But he didn't call Manu or Chuck. They were my partners. We were the triumvirate. We were the three amigos. I felt like I was all alone on the field. Oh well, I had to do my best. And I did. It was difficult. I tried to pass to my teammates, but I didn't know them as well as I knew Manu and Chuck. I couldn't anticipate what they were going to do. My new team members couldn't predict what I was going to do. So while I was doing my best, I was not playing my best. My feet felt like lead, and I felt like I was moving in slow motion. And when I passed to them, they didn't always make the most of the opportunities that I provided, and I missed a few of their passes. I was able to make a couple goals, but it was not enough for us to win the game, and that was frustrating. All I could do was wonder what had happened. How did that happen? And I felt defeated. On the way home, I didn't celebrate my first victory. I didn't consider where to put my impending MVP trophy and photograph of our triumvirate of awesomeness. My dad noticed my mood. "What's up, Jason?" he asked. "We lost," I said, wondering why he didn't know why I was upset. He and Mom were there. They saw me sitting out half the game. They saw me not playing at my best. How could they have missed any second of that terrible game? That's all right, Mom said. You can't win every game. But I didn't even get to play hardly, I said. And when I did, I didn't work as well because I don't practice with those guys. I practice with Chuck and Manu. Well, the coach put in senior members of the team to start, Dad said. Those guys have been playing together for a while. You and Manu and Chuck are new to the team. You aren't only ever going to play with Chuck and Manu. You have to learn to play with all of the team members the way you play with your friends. Yeah, try practicing with the other guys on the team as much as you practice with Chuck and Manu, Mom suggested. Then you'll be able to know how they operate the way you know your friends. That made sense. I spoke with Chuck and Manu about what my parents said, and they agreed that it made sense. So we decided that each of us will make an effort to practice with the other guys on the team. We learned how they played and how to work better with them as a team. And it worked great. The next game, to my annoyance, I was still not called to play first. And that was all right now that I knew why. I still thought it was silly, but I understood. And things got better when I was called in. I played better with the other players because we knew what each other was doing, and we won that game. I didn't make any goals, but I was a better team player. And I learned a lot from that situation. I learned that being on a team was more important than being the MVP. I learned that the team functions best when we're all working for the same goal. And I've taken that lesson with me and applied it to everything in my life. I also learned that being a good team member was as better than being the MVP. When you're a good team member, you help everyone else win and not just yourself.